Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML input types, and right now we'll be discussing about the HTML input type of number with value attribute. The value attribute specifies the default value for an input field. So I'm going to show you how this works quickly. So let's get back to our document. Right here we are having this in our previous tutorial. If you don't know how we got here, you can check our previous tutorial. We have discussed about the step input, min input, max input, number input, and a lot of input types and so on. And even we have discussed about the password input and the reset input and so on. We have discussed about it all. As you can see, we have you can check our HTML form playlist or our HTML input type playlist to be able to follow along. Right now, I want to show you something. In our previous video, we discussed about the HTML HTML input type of number with step input, and I display this value outside here. I'm going to show you the benefit because I want to explain it in detail so you can understand it, because this is we are right now we want to talk about what input type of number along with value attribute. So number, let's call it number, let's call it num value, so you can be able to understand. Let's call this number value, number value input. So let's break this and give it an input. Let's give it input of number, and all these are useful later. They are not useful for now because we are still on process. So let's use this value by default. Let's give it break so our document can look neat. Here times two times two. Let's save our document and see what we got here. Right now we are having this with no any value. Now we can write anything, right? But let's say by default we want, in case people open this and see this our input, we want them to have to see something by default. So just to see it by default, to have a value by default, we can give it 1 or give it anything. We can give it 99. Let's write 99 and save it and reload. By default, when people come inside our document, let's reset first. Can you see now? By default, this is having 99. So I'm going to show you how it works quickly. Let me bring my reset button to the top so you can be able to see it very well. I'm having my reset button after immediately after this. Yes, here is it. Let me bring it to the top. I'll place it here. Now let's save our document and reload. Yes. Now let's reset. Can you see? Even when we reset our document, we are having this value by default. The same thing that I did here when we were discussing about the step. So this one is like the value that we entered now. So this one doesn't mean anything than the value you want this input to send out. That's it. That's just the main benefit. Let's say now in our previous when I use it inside our step right here, it doesn't, this step right here is only working with this min and max. The value is going to be the last value you place inside it. That's the main thing that is working, that is going on here right here now. Let's say this is the value now, and let's say we now specify minimum right here. Let's say the minimum. It's very good when you use this with something like minimum. The value you gave this minimum now, you want them to see it by default. You can just write, you understand? Let's say you want this one to start counting from 2, then you can just specify the 2 right here so that they can know that everything begins from 2. Let me reload my document so you can see what I'm talking about. Can you see? By default is 2. Let's say they are trying to bring it down, it will never go. That is the benefit of using the value attribute. When they are bringing it up now, it will go. Let's reset our document. Can you see? It always stays at 2. Let me bring it back. So you can let now say you give this value 5. Let's reload our document. Can you see we are having 5 right here, which is not meaningful, it's not making sense right here, because it's like you are saying from 5 to upward, right? So let's just give it the minimum. It's very good when you use it with minimum or maximum either, so that if people want to come down, they can know that they are coming down from 5, they must come down from 5. Let's say max. When you use it with minimum or max, then it's reasonable in that manner. Now let's say people want to go up, it will never go up, but they can come down. You understand what I'm talking about? Use it for for your input value ends. Can you see? When you come down, it can come down. When you go up, it can go up. And you can see, and let me show you this. As you can see, the max value is 2. So when you are trying to, when you use this, sorry, you have to put the same value. Use the same value when you are putting it, so that people can know that maximum value you can put is 2. They cannot go beyond 2, and they can come down beyond 2. And when you are using minimum value also, let's say you are using maximum value of 100 or of 50, specify 50 right here. If it's for maximum, you want them to be seen, or is the minimum you want them to see. Immediately they load the document, they will see, they will find it there. And when they are trying to bring it up, they will never go up beyond that. And when they are trying to bring it down, they can go down beyond it. They can go down below it, but they can never go up beyond it. Let's reset now. Let's say we reset our document. Can you see? It starts from 50. So and the starting point should be, you should always use it for the main attribute, so that they can be able to see your minimum, which is this 1. Just use 1. If it's 2, even if it's 3, let's say minimum is 3, let's use 3. You understand? And you can use it with step also. You understand? So this value you specify in the step, you can use it with step also, so that they can understand what is going on. Let's say we remove this 3 now. This definitely, they will know that this thing will be counting by 3. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? 3, 6, 9. So just use it in a way that it will be reasonable to the user, so that they can be able to understand what that. And you write whatsoever in your label, the thing you are trying to let the user do, you can write in your label also, so that you can identify it easily. So that is the benefit you are using the value attribute. So and whatever value that is inside it, they can send it out, and it is going to work. Let us say for instance now we have this now, right? We are having this, and we increase it automatically by ourselves. If they are trying to submit it, it will go. So that's the benefit of using it. So please practice this, because practice make perfect. Don't forget, when you are using your input type, use your name attribute or your ID attribute, so that you can be able to send your data. It's so important. So anyone you want to use it, use there. You can use. So that's what I have to show you guys for now. Anwar Akorede is my name. I wish to see you guys next time, and to the next tutorial. Bye bye.